welcome to part 2 of our sourdough series, where we're going to bake our sourdough and we are going to provide our next set of unpopular opinions. The first thing is that you need a scale, and to me that's untrue. I have been baking sourdough and I have not needed a scale. I use my measuring cups and it works perfectly fine. Yes, you do need to recognize the texture of the dough, and you will learn how to do that as you continue to bake and learn with each loaf that you bake, but it's definitely not a necessity for me, and you can definitely bake sourdough without a scale. The second thing is the different folds that you have. You can do a traditional fold like this, where you stretch out the dough, turn your bowl a quarter of the way, and then stretch it out again. Or you could do a coil fold, which I'm going to do next. I tend to mix the two. There's no right or wrong, and there's no better way. It just kind of depends on what works for you, your dough, and your sourdough starter. I typically tend to do a stretch and fold for my first 2 sets and then a coil fold for my last 2 sets before letting it rest and then putting it in the fridge to cold proof. And the only difference between a sandwich loaf and the traditional loaf is just the sandwich loaf will have more of a sweetener to it, but they are both delicious. It is so amazing to bake, and I hope you guys try out baking sourdough. Let me know if you want a recipe in the caption that does not include a scale and just requires your measuring cups.